I don't know if I like someone that likes a mullet because, like, are you okay mentally?
Hey, lovers, the show is back. Love is Blind.
Season 6, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's back.
This is our
on
show.
Valentine's Day.
That's right. What a day
This
to
is
drop.
our show.
Yes, it is. And we have, some of you guys already been hitting us up like, when are y'all dropping your show? We're dropping it now.
Look, we got our gold cups back, guys.
That's right.
Mick Lachey and Vanessa are also back for about 5 minutes.
They finally, season 6, they finally learned we don't care
About
how
them.
you got together or your love story.
That's right. Just
So-
show us the damn people.
A new crop of people.
Crop of people.
A crop of people. They're just growing them.
That's right.
What do we think of the people?
Where are they at now this season? Where are they filming it? Oh, North Carolina. That's where they're filming it this season. Yep.
Yeah, they got a definitely like a weird bunch of people. There's a couple of like quirky people. There's some people there's very indecisive people in the season.
I'll tell you what they all
there
got in
is.
common, though. Boring ass jobs. You ever read these job titles
Right,
like
right.
sales,
Sales,
or
Right.
develop,
technology?
They develop and they sell.
Yeah.
The most exciting job I saw was flight attendant, I think.
Custodial arts and,
Yeah. None of them have exciting jobs.
No,
So, but that's fine.
That's right.
I guess
They're not-
that's fine.
They're not here for their jobs anyway. They're here to find love.
Yeah.
Yeah, Billy, who are you drawn to?
Dude, I tell you what, like, out of all the dudes, man, like, Trevor is a freaking
went with the
sweetheart.
dudes
You
first.
started with the
Dude,
dudes.
out
You
of-
didn't
out of
go
all the dudes,
Billy.
Trevor's like a big freaking teddy bear, man.
Yeah?
I felt,
You're
like,
the only one that's into Trevor.
everything that's going on, man. You know who he reminds me of, though? He reminds me of the dude that played Ogre in Revenge of the Nerds. And, he also played in Bloodsport.
Yeah,
Played like that.
I see.
You know what I mean?
He reminds me of Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, kind of like
Wreck-It Ralph.
He's Wreck-It Ralph.
But
to
what
me.
a great dude, man. I was like, you know what, man? Trevor is a good dude.
All right, well, he's attracted to just Trevor. Who are you into?
So should I go women here? Like women, I'm gonna go
No, Jessica.
AD and Jessica.
Yeah, I like me some
They're
Jessica and AD.
attractiveness
Those are
wise,
my
like,
two
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm right there with you on that.
Yeah.
But I do think Jessica has some issues, but I like the way she looks, and I thought she was really cool. She does have some moments. AD, I just like internally,
AD is
she's
a sweetheart.
Yeah.
she's
She's a
awesome.
sweetheart.
AD's very
And she's
just-
attractive too. So
Yeah,
Right,
she's
right.
attractive. She knows what she wants. I do think that she is going to fall into her typical cycle that she was worried
I think
about.
so as well.
But I do like AD. Jessica, when you say she has some issues, she might have some issues, but I also like the way she handles some stuff. She handles things
Well, she
with
don't take
maturity.
rejection very well. I will tell you that.
Ah,
She was a lot. Well, I mean, she was still relatively mature compared to some
yeah,
people we've seen on the
she
shows.
was a lot
you
mature.
know?
Well,
a lot more
compared to
mature.
past seasons,
Right,
sure.
exactly. Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll get into that. I
And,
guess,
and
but-
what she said was, she's just like, "Hey, man, whenever you see me, you're gonna realize you missed out." And I mean, she's right. And he's like, "Damn."
You are going to need your EpiPen to open up your airways because you are going to be in disbelief of what you missed out on.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. We're not there yet.
But yeah, for guys, I think Trevor's like one of the cooler guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trevor's a great dude, man.
And not
Yeah,
last
the
season
guys
had a
were
bunch
not
of
that great.
female
Yeah.
villains. This season, it's like the guys. Are kinda
Holy
like,
shit, Matthew, man! Woo,
Oh,
that
yeah.
guy. That dude. And it's funny too, right? Because this dude's like straight asshole off the bat.
Well, he comes off just awkward.
No, he comes out
slash asshole.
to everybody, though, even to the guys in the room, right? Like he's an asshole to them. He's an asshole to the women. But then all of a sudden, like he's being nice and sweet with AD, and you're like, oh, okay, maybe this dude's all right.
It was such a weird flip, like switch flip.
Oh yeah, and then like the next thing that happens, and he's a straight asshole again. You're like, holy shit,
Yeah.
this Clayton.
I mean,
this dude.
he's the guy I thought was gonna have like the breakthrough, and like you're gonna root for these two.
Yeah.
But woo,
I was rooting for them for a little while,
Oh,
and then
man.
like when I heard that he had said the same things to, was it Amber as he did to
Yeah,
AD,
Amber,
whose
yeah.
name is
You
also
don't see
Amber,
too much
by the
of
way,
Amber,
so,
but
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
that was nuts, dude. And then this clown's like, America's gonna see this, you know? And it's like, what the hell is this
I don't
guy
know where
talking
he was
about?
going with that.
Yeah.
Right.
I
America
mean-
just saw me break a woman's heart on TV. It's
That
like,
makes
what?
me think that he's not there for the genuine
Yeah.
reason, and AD sees that. She's like, who gives a crap about America? I'm in here with you right now.
Right,
like,
yeah.
I mean, America's going to see this 9 months from now. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
I mean, all the guys are hanging out, and he's just kind of in the corner. One guy even says, "Hey, man, you forgot your notebook," and he grabs it from him.
Yeah.
He's like, "You're welcome."
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Your book is here, sir. You're welcome.
Like, and I was like waiting for the "you're welcome."
Well, I love where AD's like, I'm kind of into the other guy, and Clay's like, "Who?" And she's like, Matthew. He's like, "Who the hell is that?"
And he's like, oh, that guy. He's like, what?
He's like, "Who the
no.
hell is Matthew?"
Oh, yeah.
No.
And then when he realized who it is, he just like, his jaw just hits the floor, man. He's like, no
Yeah.
way in hell.
It's me and you and Matthew.
Matthew. Oh my fucking god.
But this show kind of irritated me in the beginning because it kind of gives some spoilers
Oh,
right
dude,
up
I
front
was
with
like, what
clips.
the hell?
I was like,
Like,
what are
it's-
they showing me right now?
Oh yeah, it like showed him on the honeymoon. It showed him like it even showed like a wedding in one of them, and then you could totally tell some of them like who they were. And so I was like, well, shit, I already know a couple of these couples.
Yeah, a couple of them make it, so you're like, what is this?
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Dude. That pissed me off.
Yeah, I don't know why they sprinkled that in. Like, that was completely unneeded.
Yeah, totally.
But
They got to give you the juicy spoilers,
yeah,
the juicy teasers.
and now Jimmy,
Jimmy,
he's kind of like,
That guy.
he's got a good voice, and women are
Jimmy.
digging him. But man,
What a douche.
people are dropping a lot of baggage off on him.
Oh yeah.
yeah, he
His
does.
mom-
in like one day.
Yeah, right. It was just. He's probably like, oh man. So one told me she's got a kid. One told me she's married. I'm just worried the next one's gonna tell me they're really a man. You know? It's like, what the hell? Like, what the hell's going on here?
I have a 10-year-old daughter.
How come we didn't talk about that earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
I mean,
funny
it
is
was
that
like
he
one after
reacted
another.
better to the Jessica having a kid than he did to Chelsea being married,
married,
but
yeah.
it was just Chelsea got him second. So
Yeah,
he
was
like,
just worn
spent.
down at that point.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I can't take any more news at this point in time.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
We were married for almost 5 years, but it was just not my person.
I mean,
That dude.
I don't like him,
Nah,
man.
Jimmy's a douche. That guy's an idiot, man. And like, he's very. The funny thing is, when he's doing it, when he's being rude, I don't even think he realizes he's actually being rude.
I
You
don't
know?
think he's trying
You know,
to
I
be
don't think
rude.
he's trying to be, but he just
No.
is. You know?
I
It's
think
like-
part of his problem is he wants to be honest and he doesn't want to lie, but these women are like putting him on the spot and he's not saying the right things, so
Right.
it comes off awkward.
Oh yeah, well, and it's like some things you just don't gotta say, man. Like if you know, it's like,
Just don't say
It's
it.
like just shut the hell up. You know?
Well, like, I mean, are we getting to who we chosen? Can I just skip ahead
You
to
can go
something
wherever
he
you
said?
want, actually. Go
I can
ahead.
go wherever I want.
Go ahead.
Like when she says, "What's the first thing you noticed about me when you saw me?" When Chelsea asked him this, he's like,
Yes,
"Your
but you
teeth."
have, like-
And she's like,
big square white teeth.
She does have great teeth.
Yeah, that's right. That's what he said. He says it. You know, but then he's like. But then in the one-on-ones, because in the pod, she's like, yeah, people say I look like Megan Fox. He's like, and then he lit up. He's like, oh, shit, Megan Fox,
he said, "Can we get married now?"
Yeah, he's like, I know who I'm choosing.
That may have been the deciding factor.
You
for
never
it.
know.
Exactly. Yeah. And then he sees her, and then he goes to the video clip, and he's like, she lied to me.
Now, do you guys see Megan Fox?
I
in
see
her?
it.
No, I don't do that,
I
man.
see
No.
it. And what's funny is she posed the question. She said, "Yeah, I get the same celebrity." I immediately said to myself, Megan Fox, before she answered the question.
She ain't no Megan Fox. I'd say
She does not look like Megan Fox, but she has features of Megan Fox. And I mean, I think I even said it to myself before she even mentioned looking like a celebrity. I actually can see Megan Fox.
You're crazy.
I can see it. I can see it.
well, Jimmy
she
didn't.
gets it a lot.
Jimmy didn't see it either.
I can see it, guys.
Jimmy's still looking for it. But
Graphic, can you put up a
He's
picture?
still like, where the hell is Megan Fox?
I can see how he doesn't see it as well.
now, what about Chelsea? What do you guys think about her?
Dude.
She's the insecure one on the show.
Totally insecure. You know, just like with other shows we've seen, and I said this on our farmer review. if you're that insecure, don't go on these shows, right? You don't belong on these shows. You know,
It's not going to end well for you and your self-esteem.
Super insecure, has low self-esteem, exactly, and it's like you don't even belong here. So you shouldn't have came on the show.
And what's funny is
But she had a good guy in Trevor.
she did. And
Dude,
Trevor would
would've
have given
treated
her everything
absolutely.
she needed.
Trevor would have treated her like queen, man.
She chose poorly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big time.
And I think, and that's what's so funny is that as you know, outsiders, we can see that and watch that.
Mm-hmm.
But not only would have he given her that reassurance that she needed, I think she would have actually come across more confident and beautiful because of
Well, I don't
how
think
he
Trevor
would've lifted her up.
would. I think he would like shower her with compliments.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
Yeah.
stuff
And
like
he wouldn't be pulling the shit that freaking homeboy pulled. Like, oh goddamn, look at old AD over there.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't.
Look at it spinning around.
I don't know about all that, but yeah, and I like how Trevor does bring up. He's like, "You're gonna choose the guy that was
torn.
vying between two people, and I've been all in on you."
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Well,
that's a
and part
great
of me-
point.
Well,
Part of me
and-
wonders if that's why she chose.
Well, and then he
Jimmy.
asked her flat out. He was like, "So did you say yes because he asked you first?" And she didn't answer. He's like, "Yeah,
not
that's
a great
good-
answer."
That's not great answer for freaking Jimmy." You know, because he knew at that point the answer is yes. Like if he'd have got to see her first and he'd asked her, she'd have probably said yes to him, right?
That's
So-
okay for Jimmy because I don't think Jimmy's all in like he keeps saying. He says it so much that I think he's trying to assure himself that
But
he's
wait,
all
here's
in.
the
Yeah,
deal:
totally is.
Jimmy would never be able to survive Jessica.
That's
No,
true.
that's true.
That is
That
true.
is true.
I kind of think Jimmy chose. I actually think Chelsea's good for him. I mean, it doesn't look like it's going to work out, but I think she's actually good for him.
She was
She
the right
could be.
choice for him because, I don't think he could have survived Jessica.
And Jimmy's acting like he's a player. He can get any woman
Yeah.
he wants on this
It's
show,
like,
and I'm
you're not-
like,
it's like you're not a good looking dude, man.
Although-
You're an average looking guy, Jimmy.
I gotta say, in the conversation he was having with AD at the pool when they all get together, she was
she'd been flirting.
flirting
Yeah, she was
hard.
she might have been drunk.
She was
though.
getting them eyes, and they were all drunk.
Okay.
They were
may have
drunk.
been
for
drunk.
Sure. AD, I think Jimmy was definitely drunk, and AD was probably drunk. So yeah.
I mean, I guess when you're drunk, you flirt with everybody. I mean,
when he's drunk, he's like trying to lick my ear, you know.
I mean, and actually, when you think about it, if you watch the whole episode and you think about it, she really flirted with everyone she talked to. So maybe she's just a drunk flirt. I don't
Yeah,
know.
probably so.
A flirty drunk.
Now let's talk about AD and Corey, because Corey wants to know how AD looks before he proposes.
Corey, you mean Clay?
Corey.
I mean, Cody or whatever his name.
Clay.
is.
Clay,
Clay, Cody, Corey. I don't know. I wrote Corey. I meant
Oh, Clay.
You wrote Corey.
spell check.
He's Clay. Remember?
Oakley. Yeah, he is
I was
Oakley.
thinking too, I was
That's
like, who the heck is
Corey.
Yeah, Corey. Like,
But
shit.
Clay wants to know how AD
looks.
looks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite attribute is like lips, butt, and all that stuff. If I'm gonna propose, that's something I need to know,
Regardless of the emotional connection.
regardless of the emotional
Yeah.
connection. You know.
I love that she stands strong
hell
and
yeah,
doesn't
I
tell
did too.
him.
She was like, "Why are you asking this?" She's like, "That's not what this show is about."
Yeah, I love how she like, stuck to her guns on that.
Yeah, and
Stuck
absolutely
to her
should
guns.
have.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too. I felt bad for her because, quite honestly, like no matter which of the two she chose, it was going to be a bad decision in my mind, right? Because
Right.
neither one of them seemed like they were really there for the
I'm
right
just
reason.
like, why did she need to choose one of these two guys?
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Well, those are the only two she was having a connection with.
But
At least that's
she
what
could
we
have went
were
home.
seeing.
You know, she could have went home
Yeah, she
That's
could've went
true.
home.
because she
You
you
know,
know
these
She
people don't want to
seemed
go
like
home.
she
They didn't come
wanted
here to
Matt
go home.
more,
Yeah.
and then pivoted once that fell through.
Oh yeah, and you know.
Oh, yeah, she would've gone with
As
Matt.
much as a sweetheart she was, man, it was like, dude, you just need to drop both these fools and freaking,
Yeah.
you deserve better than that. You know.
If Matt had not said the exact same thing he did to her, to Amber,
Oh, she'd been
she
all
would
in.
have gone with Matt.
Absolutely.
The only reason why she went with Clay is because Matt dropped out,
Yep.
and she wanted to go with. She did have the desire to go with Clay, but she knew that was kind of falling into a
Her
pattern,
Old patterns. Yep.
which I think is
Now,
what's gonna
can
happen here.
she
Exactly.
rehabilitate Clay?
Oh,
Like he
no.
keeps saying,
'Cause
like
she's
you're
a-
good for me and
Right.
this that.
Fix a hoe.
It's a red flag for me, but I'm such a fix-a-hoe that I would be like, it's okay, practice on me.
She's a fix-a-hoe according to herself.
Yeah.
She's a fix a hoe,
Yeah.
and she's working on it. She's working on it. They've talked. and
What's her success rate with it?
Well, it ain't been good if she's on this show, right? So
But I do say, like, he comes across wrong in a lot of ways. But I like that she calls him out on it, and it's not in a combative way. Like the whole gym thing, she didn't like the way he approached, like, she said, well, what if after I have kids, he's like, well, you're going to get your ass in the gym.
That's right.
And she's like, no.
Yeah, but what if I do get like...
I'll tell you. I'll be like, AD, get in that motherfucking gym.
You would not talk to me like that.
Don't worry, I'm gonna let you know.
She said that's not nice.
And but what I will say about him though is he's not an asshole, right? He is nice to her. He's respectful.
Back.
He brings it back.
He is a good looking dude.
Yeah, he's a good looking dude. So I hope he can be reformed, right? Maybe for their sake, like if he could, then they'd be a good couple, right?
Yeah, I think she could be really good for him, but I just don't know if he's ready.
Right.
Well, and of course, in the previews and the spoilers, you hear him say, I just don't know if I could just be with one woman. And it's like,
but this show has a tendency of following people for a long time at the end, and they sneak one comment in. Because I think, you're not going to fool me with Amy. I know that those two are pretty solid, and they have one little tiff, and put that in there to make it seem like they're not going to last.
Yeah.
They're solid.
Yeah, Johnny and Amy are totally solid at this point right now. I mean, at the first night, she was like, "Oh yeah."
I saw you try and sneak some of that stuff in with us
about
too.
the pregnancy thing. That first of all, she didn't even really react at all. It was the music behind the preview that reacted. Yeah. And it's like you manifested that.
But so let's talk about them. What do you guys think about Johnny and Amy?
I love them.
Boring.
I love them.
Boring, but it's good, right? Because they're solid. They are solid. Right now, they're probably the most solid.
They don't even really show them to explore other people.
No. Yeah, exactly. They didn't.
I like them together.
Yeah, and I mean, it's kind of like a weird match, but they're making it work.
And I liked their initial meeting because, we haven't really talked about that. The initial reveals, usually they're very cringy and awkward. Mm-hmm. There wasn't a lot of cringe and awkwardness with these.
No. I mean, Amy said several times, like, he's not my typical guy. Normally I like darker guys, but, she's like, hey, I'm cool. He's he loves me. I love him, so let's make this work.
Yeah.
And it definitely seems to be, especially after that first night on the honeymoon. The very next morning, she's like, oh, it was like 11 out of 10. We're gold. So.
Yeah, I think the most awkward one was probably like Kenneth. So because they were
and Brittany.
Yeah, they were kind of pecking each other, and they did not they hugged at first, but they did not rush and kiss each other.
Well,
they seem like there's a barrier there. That
I don't see that.
I don't think there's a barrier. I just think they're both very, they're strong in their faith. He's definitely strong in his faith. And he's like, hey, and he was like, hey, where you at on this? You thinking sex before marriage? She's like, I want to wait. And he's like, I'm so glad you said that because that's where I'm at as well. And I want to be.
What does that have to do with kissing though?
And he said, I want us to be, I want this relationship to be blessed by God, right? So
my lips are ready to be kissed for sure.
And I don't see a barrier between them yet.
It's
now the
a
previews,
respectful meeting,
right?
But she did. Hold on, she does say at the little beach party thing that she doesn't mind being grabbed.
Right, yeah, that's right.
So,
I
don't know.
I didn't see any of that.
I don't know if he's grabbing away.
But squeeze on the backside is all right.
I don't know. I don't see love between them two.
I do right now. Right now I do. But in the previews, just like for the rest of them, it seemed like there's going to be some drama there between them.
Yeah, maybe. And I don't know if that's manufactured. I mean, maybe it could work. I just don't see it yet. I don't see the fire. It's missing the fire.
I'll give you that. There's no real fire there yet, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not giving up on them. I just don't see the fire. They need that spark.
They'll at least be friends.
And maybe they're a slow burn and going to build up to that, but maybe so. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. I could see that.
But I do like them. I mean, Kenneth's a great dude, and I like Brittany. I think they're both sweet people, So I mean, I'm hoping that works out for them.
Now we got Jeremy, spelled weird, and Laura.
Yeah, his name weird. It's like Jeramy or something like that. I never seen spelled.
What's
That's
your
his
thoughts
parents' fault. Don't
on
blame
these
him.
two?
That's right. I honestly thought he should have chose Sarah, right? Because he had that little
Sarah Ann.
Yeah, he had that little love triangle going between Laura and Sarah Ann, and he was like, he kept saying he felt a better connection with Laura. But
you know what Sarah Ann did? She said she has a lot of followers on social media and had Botox and fillers, and I think that turned him off.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's true.
He's like, that's what we call a red flag.
Right. Yeah, and I can see that, but at the same time, like, the conversations they showed us between them and the pods, I thought he was having better conversations, better connection with Sarah.
And now I'll say Sarah Ann took this rejection very well.
She
did. Totally.
It was like an exit interview. So what was the moment?
Right.
What else did I do wrong? would you do this again? He said no, and she's like, oh, I would absolutely do it
He's
again.
like, really? She's
And
like,
then
yeah.
and then he's like, oh yeah, me too. Like,
Yeah. Well, she's like, because I got like a great experience out of this, and he was like, oh, 100%, yeah, same here.
That was weird.
But no, she took it gracefully. Like I thought she was a sweetheart. And she did very well with it.
Yeah, and then for whatever reason he chose Laura. And what do we think of Laura?
Laura's cool, but whatever happened, man, when they were all drunk at the freaking little get together, that was weird, man, right? Because Laura evidently smacked AD's boobies. And called it.
Did she actually do it, or they just talk about it?
No, she said they did it.
Oh, really?
They said she did it in the pot, in the the women's section of the pot. Like went up and smacked them and said, "Bean dip." Or
She's
something.
all bean dip.
Nobody knew. I didn't know what a bean dip was. Apparently, this is
So evidently, she jokingly told Jeremy like, "Oh, you just go smack AD's boobs and say bean dip or something." You know? But then Jeremy brings it up, and then like somehow this little thing becomes a big deal, and I can see where Laura was getting irritated. Like, why is this such a big issue? And then so I don't know how the hell that bled a portion. That was just crazy to me.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, if someone's actually considering that, it's offensive. But if you're joking about it, I don't know if it's that big of a deal.
Right, exactly. But then Jeremy was like...
Because, like, these women, right before this, are joking about penis sizes and stuff. Now, all of a sudden, the bean dip joke
bean is a big horrible.
Yeah,
right?
that was girls among girls.
That's assault, brother.
Yeah, it's different.
Right, and then Jeremy's like, is the point where he's like, I just want to go home. And it's like, huh?
Yeah, and Jeremy right before that is like saying like how awesome
how
this
beautiful
is
she
and how
loves
lucky
her,
he is. And he's like, I want to go home. And she's like, to the
room?
or
She
like
doesn't
home.
say that. He doesn't say that until she says, "We're gonna have a talk."
Right.
Like, we're gonna have a talk. Like, he's like, "I love that for me."
But this guy, man, he can't stop talking. He's like 100 words a minute, and she's like, "Oh my God, is this my life?"
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that dude.
Is this
man.
my
I'm
life
not
now?
a Jeremy fan.
I feel this
He's like hyperactive or something.
reminds me a lot, not so much of the insecurity part, but the Cole and Zeneb, where Zeneb felt like she was parenting Cole, and I feel like.
Well, she does have like
Laura
a lot.
feels like
Like
she has
you
to
need to get
parent
rid of
him.
the Hawaiian shirts, the
Yeah.
motorcycle.
I feel like it's very
this.
much a parenting vibe that she's giving, and I'm.
Now she's like, but to be fair, I'm having a lot of demands. You got any of me? He's like, no, life's great.
Right.
Roger
Like,
that.
all right, Cool. Thanks.
So she did throw that out there.
Yeah.
Right.
I think she's kind of cool with the jokes and stuff, but she's like, I don't know, this ain't that big of a deal.
She
But
meant it as a joke, so she's like, why the hell is this blowing out of proportion? Like I said, it's a joke. Like what the hell's going on here?
I think they both have like this jokey, sarcastic personality, but they're not on the same level and not on the same tone. So
Yeah, but
that could be an issue.
Actually, he is definitely an annoying dude, though, man. Like when they were in that pool and he was like that
Yes.
shit and all that, I was like, what? And then, like,
it was the violin, the ball violin.
yeah, I was like, it was annoying as hell, man.
yeah, he just couldn't stop.
No.
So
Yeah, she's gonna be so annoyed by him.
now, it doesn't seem like anyone's gotten their freak on yet.
Well, I think Amy and Johnny did. I think they did. Yeah. I think they did.
They were physically 11 out of 10.
Yeah, she made it pretty clear that she enjoyed that night. So I think
I could see them two doing something
Yeah,
for
I think
sure.
they did. Well, and now Laura flat out said no, we didn't have sex. She said that with the girls when they were asking her that, right?
Yeah.
So we know damn well freaking Kenneth and Brittany didn't, right? So I mean, AD and they didn't really say. AD and Clay didn't really say.
Actually, I think AD said they didn't.
Okay, so maybe they didn't, right?
Yeah.
I think they said they were hot and heavy, but that's
Right,
it.
no sex.
Yeah.
So maybe just Amy and Johnny at this point that have done the deed.
There you
They
go,
had a good
always
time.
one.
Yeah,
So,
You got to test it out. You got to
That's
test the
right, that's right.
waters.
gotta make sure that everything matches.
I mean, so far, it looks like everyone's going to leave the resort together. In past seasons, that doesn't always
Yeah,
happen.
that's true. Yeah. So far it seems that way.
now let's get back to like Jessica and Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a kid. Is this the first time someone's had a kid? I don't remember
I
anyone
don't
else
think
bringing
so.
a kid
No,
on.
I
here.
think there's been a couple times before people had kids.
I don't think so.
Well, maybe not.
Not on this
Well, there's
show.
definitely been people that were married and is like they're going.
Yeah,
on,
I don't think there has been on this
I don't think
show.
so. But I mean, and I think she's kind of setting herself up because she says, my kid Autumn's already like trying to pick out a dress and stuff like that. So it seems like she's hell bent on leaving with the man.
Oh, she was.
And she went all in on Jimmy, and she's kind of pissed that Jimmy stole that from her.
Yeah.
Well, and I
They
get
all go in there with the attitude they're leaving with somebody.
right, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know.
But at the same time,
should.
but at the same time, it's like, dude, you know Jimmy's been wishy washy with you and with this other girl, kind of, right? So at the same time, you should be thinking, I deserve
But
better.
he's not
you know?
telling people that he loves them and stuff like
Right,
that. To
exactly.
be fair,
Yeah,
That's
that's
true.
true.
He's not,
and he's
you're right.
not really hiding that who he's talking to either.
Yeah, that's true.
And this and other like compared
And
to
she's
other
actually
seasons,
encouraging. I want you to be
Yeah.
all of me.
Right.
So go talk to the
Right,
people.
because when you finally decide, I want to make damn sure you're 100% on me. That's true. She did say
yeah.
But I don't know if she meant it.
I do feel there was more respect in the lounges. You know, when Jimmy did finally tell Chelsea that he loved her, she did tell somebody, but she whispered. She didn't come in there and she didn't try to. Now, of course, that was Laura, and she's like, he's not your man. You need to leave.
girl.
You need to go.
And she's like, "What made you say?" She's like,
I'm not going to tell you.
Doesn't matter. Just trust me. Just
Trust me on this
yeah,
one."
and there definitely wasn't any like catty fights between the women in this one like we've seen in other seasons. And
And there could have been, right? Because AD and Amber, that could have blown up
Yeah, it
maybe
could've.
because
Yeah.
like Matt's telling these two women the same thing, and,
Right.
and you know that light bulb moment goes off for AD, but
And
she kind of
but-
keeps it quiet.
Yeah,
originally.
and that's AD being mature and just, like she has been. I mean, she was a sweetheart, dude. She's very
Yeah.
mature. And she took all that stuff well. And like I said, I think she made a mistake.
Amber, too.
Amber as
Amber
well. That's true.
decided, she
Yeah,
said,
she's
"Oh,
like, I'm
gonna
out
go."
of this. This is a clown show. I'm out.
Right, yeah.
She's like, I didn't have a connection with anybody else. I obviously now don't feel my connection with him was genuine. So why am I
done.
still here?
Yeah.
So she leaves, and it will be interesting to see.
I love how he just says, "I gotta go get Amber."
Matthew, yeah. Matthew's like, I gotta go.
And I'm like, well, you just said all this crap to AD. What is going on here?
No, you're the one, AD. You're the one.
He just kind of checks out on AD at some point, very
Yeah.
weird and awkwardly. I
Yeah.
guess maybe he was more in on Amber, but I don't know why
Yeah.
he's telling AD all this stuff.
There's
He
got to
was-
be an editing glitch
He
here.
was just a weird
Glitch.
weird
There's got to be
dude, man.
something that we're not getting because he did. He went from all in on her to like,
But
you know.
apparently he was telling them the exact
Yeah,
same
and
stuff.
And the funny thing is, speaking of the editing glitch, if you noticed, it never even showed his time with Amber telling her all that shit,
No.
right? It was focusing on AD, making us think, oh, Matthew's gonna redeem himself.
Yeah, well,
He's
that's what
coming
you think.
around.
At the end, you're
You know?
rooting for them, and then the very
Uh-huh.
next episode, you're
Yeah.
like, what
What?
the heck?
But you
Exactly.
know that's what's because she's sitting there saying the same words that
exact
he said
same
to
word.
her.
I mean,
like,
exact same.
as she
I
says,
was like,
He wanted
verbatim.
permission from my father,
Yeah.
and he's ready to go now.
and I could
Draw a
just,
map to come get me.
yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I was like, holy crap. And when she called him out on it, and she was nice. She's like, hey, I'm a little weirded out here right now, AD, because, I'm kind of getting the vibes, from another woman. You're kind of telling us the same stuff here. And he was like, it's Amber, isn't it?
But she didn't ask too deep probing questions, I
No,
thought. Like,
she wanted to look past it.
Right.
She wanted
Yeah,
to
she
get
did.
over it.
She did want to get
She
over it.
really wanted to be with him. I think she really
I mean,
wanted
this guy
that.
started off weird where he's like, I wrote 15 questions down,
Oh,
pick
yeah.
a number, and
Yeah.
they'd be like 5. And he's like, okay, tell me about your life goals. And they'd be like, tell me about yours. He's like, I'm not prepared to answer.
He was like,
You know, I was just going to ask the questions. I wasn't really anticipating getting the same one back.
Oh my God.
I wasn't
You're not
expecting-
prepared to answer any questions.
One chick's like 4, and he was like, well, actually, several other people picked that one. So pick a different number.
I think that was actually Amber. What she's like,
I think it was.
okay, throw me another one. And she
Yeah.
was kind of cool with it.
Yeah.
At one point, he just leaves the room.
But
like,
yeah, I
What
think
an
there's
asshole,
a
dude. When he
lot of
walked out on that chick,
editing
man, I was
going
like,
on
damn.
with he's talking to Sarah Ann because like I don't think she rambled on that long
Right,
about
but
the
he just
thing.
walked out on
but
her.
like he obviously did walk out on her,
Yeah.
Because she was like, hello?
Hello? Hello?
and she's like, "Thank God."
Right, yeah,
Right?
exactly. Yeah,
If
man.
that's what it takes to save me,
Right, yeah.
great.
Just going to keep rambling.
No, yeah, you dodged a bullet with that one. Imagine.
Yeah, I mean, I actually think that the going in with the questions, pick a number, was actually a cute, like, fun idea. He just obviously handled it wrong.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think it was a bad setup, but like too many people have asked that one. Pick a different one, and then like, oh, I'm not going to answer these.
Right.
Like what?
Like, I'm
What is
supposed to be
going
asking
on
you
here?
the questions.
Like, this
And
is
again-
an interview. This is not back and forth.
AD like she rolled with it, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was really cool.
Oh, yeah, it was,
Yeah,
man.
because she's cool. And I
The
don't,
men on this show that she's going for.
yeah, I'm
I
not
know,
sure
dude.
Clay's the guy. I mean,
No. I mean, like I said, I mean, I like Clay. He's a cool dude.
he is. I think
If-
he wants to be the
He
guy.
wants to be the guy, yeah. I mean, I just really hope he can figure his shit out because I think they'd make a great couple and they'd be happy together
Yeah.
if he could just go
now,
with it.
Now
you know?
Clay's weird because he's like, how do these when do I get my ring? How does this work?
He's like,
And like, you don't know how wedding rings
right,
work?
he's like,
Do
oh,
guys have rings?
I just get it's just a band, right? I want gold. I want gold. It's like,
She's like,
'Cause
yeah.
she's
Just in case.
Oh, do men wear rings? Like,
Yes, bro, you are definitely getting a ring.
when?
At the wedding.
He's like, you don't. When do I get the ring? And he's like, when we get married. He's like, I don't get one before. Like, do you want me to get you an engagement ring?
She's like, I'll get you a ring.
I'll bling you up. He wants to be subtle. He don't want to be blinged.
Yeah, that was weird.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird. He asked a lot of weird questions like that, which makes me wonder, like, what does this guy know? I don't think he knows anything about relationships.
It was awkward.
Yeah, it was definitely weird, man.
And now Amy's got like an autistic brother she's worried about.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Because she was like, hey, look, this is a situation. My parents somehow, pass away, quickly or, before their time or whatever. I'm going to have to bring my brother in and take care of him, right? Are you cool with that?
I think that's really cool that she's looking out for her brother and stuff like that. Now, I don't know how much of a burden that would be or whatever. Yeah. I don't know what that would lead to.
I like that she brought it up in the pods.
Yeah,
though.
well, that's true. She's being transparent and like, hey,
she's like, look,
this is a thing potentially.
Right. Yeah. Well, and that's like, Jessica bringing up her, having a kid, having her daughter, And I get where Jimmy was coming from because they've been down several dates, and she finally tells him, he's like, well, why didn't you tell me this before? I mean, it's like I get it, right? I get where he's coming from, but at the same time, I get where she's coming from as well, right? Like I want to make sure I've got a connection with somebody before I really give them, details of my life, But
I get both sides of that. I mean, at least she didn't wait till he gave somebody else up and like was all in on her, and then said that. He was still exploring other options at the time.
Right.
She made sure they had a connection, but he hadn't cut off connections with other people at that point. So.
But at the same time, again, I see where he's coming from, and I think she probably should have disclosed that a little bit earlier. But it is what it is.
And I show a preview for the next episode, and it looks like there's a lot of drama, like because. They look like they're bringing back everyone to kind of put in their face. Yeah. Talk to Trevor. Talk to Jessica.
Tell Jessica. And then they made some crazy stuff like made it look like old Jimmy slept with Jessica or something.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, that's right.
You slept with her. Actually, that's not what she said. That's not what she said.
You effed her.
Yeah,
you did, you son of a bitch. And then look at his face. He's like.
Yeah, and
has
then
that look all the time.
And then Jeremy's talking to Sarah Ann.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of drama. Yeah, he's like, "Yep."
She's like, She's like, you stayed behind till 5 a.m. talking with her, and he was like, "Yeah."
And she's like, "I'm done." But
exactly.
Yeah, and I guess she should be done at that point.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
You don't don't go back and talk to the people you were close with. Just don't do it. Unless
Netflix knows what they're doing.
Right, but Netflix, stop dropping so many damn episodes on us at once, right?
Yeah,
great
6
if it
at
was
one time.
like 3 or 4, 3 or 4 episodes.
They should
at a
have
time.
stopped at the pods at the very least. Like, why are you getting into like the honeymoon or whatever you want to call that?
Yeah, it
phase,
should just be like 3 at a time, man. Do like 3, 3, 3. It's like, damn, you can drop 6 episodes. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, but Jessica and like Jimmy's heading for Jessica, but Jessica doesn't like guys looking at stuff on social media like chicks or anything. So she's kind of protective, and she's like, I don't want no divided attention. You gotta be all in on me.
She would not have handled the AD.
Yeah, imagine if she was
there. No doubt. Yeah, she'd have been like, nope, peace. Well, but I get it, right? What woman wants that? What dude wants that? All right, like you want your wife looking at naked pictures of dudes all day long? Nah, so I get what she was saying. It's like you don't, like if you're gonna marry me, then you ain't gonna be just staring at naked women all the time on your freaking phone.
All right, now we got to get to the biggest thing of this show.
The biggest thing.
Yeah, the biggest thing.
Like, do you pee in the shower? He said, yes. I said, same. I pee in the pool and I pee in the shower.
You pee in the pool?
Yes.
Pee in the pool?
Yes.
Mackenzie pees in the pool in the shower.
That's right.
What's going on with people peeing in pools?
But all the women agreed, yeah, peeing in the shower is okay.
Okay,
like, all right, cool.
Hold up. I literally just had this conversation at work a week ago.
Yeah.
And where everybody at work was telling me that they pee in the shower. And I'm like, you pee in the shower? I have never peed in the shower.
You never peed in the shower? I know Josh has, man. Josh peed in the shower.
I can see guys
doing peeing in the shower is gross, man. Why do you need to pee in a shower? Normally, a shower is pretty close to a toilet.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, I'm not going to lie. I've peed in a pool. I think everybody's peed in a pool, which is worse, I think, than peeing in the shower.
If somebody tries to say never peed in the pool, it's like, I think you're lying. Right? I think everybody's peed in the pool.
I peed in a pool yesterday. I just, man, grown-ups peeing in pools, and I don't know why you need to pee in the shower either.
Why don't you pee before you get in the shower? I don't get it.
Yeah, like, you probably have the opportunity to do that before you shower.
Yeah, you're right. That's true, but...
Couldn't you just wait? I was there! I saw a drain! Since when is a drain a toilet? It's all pipe! pipes! What's the difference?
Different pipes go to different places. You're gonna mix them up.
Hey, all the women were with it. They were all like peeing in the shower. Yeah, they're like peeing in the pool. I don't know about that, but shower, all right.
Yeah, like there's a drain there.
You
Right,
pee in
drain,
the
exactly.
pool
Goes down the
because
drain, man.
it's not easy to get to a toilet. You've got the bathing suit, it's wet, taking that off, like, and then putting it back on while it's wet. Like, that's a pain in the butt, and you chalk it up to, like, there's chlorine, so it cleans it, it's fine, whatever. So I get the excuse for peeing in the pool, but peeing in the shower when there's a toilet right there.
Now the pool's worse than the shower. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
you got other people
That's
in the
right.
pool with
Yeah.
you.
Who's peeing in a pool?
You ain't got to pee.
I don't pee in pools. I don't pee in showers either.
Have you
so.
ever peed
But he's
in a
done it
pool?
before. Sure he has.
Have you ever peed in a pool?
Yeah, he has.
Probably when I was like 5, I peed in a pool. Okay.
Oh shit! But no, I'm with you there, man. Like when peeing in the pool when you got crap on people in the pool with you, that's messed up, right? But
Yeah.
I mean,
they should have like ratcheted up. Like, you ever pooped in the pool? Talk about that.
right, a little lock.
Is that
floating out
okay,
there.
Mackenzie?
Oh, she's a little brown coming up in the pool.
I've cleared a few pools in my time.
They got filters. It's
That's
fine.
right, it's all right.
But yeah, I mean, I'm loving this show. I mean, this takes you on a roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah.
It pisses you off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It makes you think people like have a shot at finding love.
Right.
And then it's all up in smoke.
Just
And you
pulled
get
out.
mad at them. You're yelling at them
Like,
like,
what
what
the
are
hell
you
you
doing?
doing?
Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
What are the early predictions?
Oh man, like as of right now, I think Amy
And Johnny.
are gonna make
Yep.
it. All right. Who else? Nobody else is giving me that vibe yet.
What
you know?
about Kenneth and Brittany? Do they make it or not?
They're at least going to be friends.
At least
really
be
good
friends. They're not here for
That's-
friends. They're
yeah.
not here
They
for
might
friends.
start a school together.
Yeah, for those two, it's still too early to tell. I think for
It
those
is
two.
too early. If they hadn't shown me the spoiler or the teaser of them, like where she's saying that he
You're
seems different,
Yeah.
and he did look different. He did have like this like body language of like, I don't want to talk to you right now kind
Yeah,
of thing going on.
because he's on his phone, right? He's like on his phone, like, huh?
No,
Well,
talk
you
to
know,
a guy when he's on his phone.
People can only
Jeez.
keep up appearances for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would have been all in on them had they not shown me that. But then again, you know, they like to show you that
Oh,
to
yeah,
throw
of
you
course.
off. So I don't know.
Is
All right,
Brittany ready for black babies?
Yeah, that I didn't get, man. It's like, yeah. She's like, is Kenneth ready for white babies? It's like, come on now. It's like, get out of here with that, man.
Yeah. I think she would do just fine.
Yeah, I'm sure she'd be fine.
Yeah. She seems very open to like. Neither one of them seem to really have an issue with an interracial relationship.
No, that was.
Well, it is
I thought that was a dumb
probably. I
comment.
think the first for both of them. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I said that was a dumb comment.
They don't have an issue with it, but they'd be naive to think that the issue doesn't come up because other people will have an issue
Right.
with it.
And who gives a shit about other people?
Well, and if they can agree to say I don't give a
Right.
shit about it, then
Exactly.
they'll do just fine.
What about Clay and AD?
If Clay can get his shit together and be
Yeah.
like, "Yep, I'm ready to settle down," and that's the other thing too is like, why do guys like him come on the show? Because we
Who
get it
don't
every,
wanna
we get
be
it every
monogamous.
season. We get a guy like that every season. Just like, oh, I just don't know about settling down. It's like, then why the hell are you here?
Yeah, what are you doing here, bro?
Right, exactly.
You're on a show that like you're gonna get married in a month. I don't
Like,
understand.
if he could get his crap together, man, and I hope he does, I really do. I think they'd be a great couple.
But it does come back to the fact that when you see the conversations between the two of them, I think he does really want to be that guy.
Yeah. and
So
look,
that's
I mean,
maybe why
acting
he's
like
on
he
the
does.
show because he wants to be that guy, but I don't know that he is.
Jimmy and Chelsea.
No.
No.
No chance.
No.
Oh no! So after the previews of the next couple episodes coming out, and even before that, right? Like Jimmy's just a douche.
No.
Jimmy's an idiot. And Chelsea,
And she's too
oh my
insecure.
god, dude,
She's too
insecure,
insecure.
and her whining.
And
Her
Chelsea
whining.
seems to
Oh, my
forget
God,
pretty
dude.
quick though, and she puts up a lot of Jimmy's crap.
She does.
But then she tells him, "You just need to freaking take my shit." He's like,
Well, she might be a little bit right, but
Right, yeah.
it's like an odd way
But then
of
she's like,
presenting.
I think
I hate that whining, dude. Like her voice, that high pitched whining she has, is like, oh, shut up. It's like, damn.
how would Trevor feel about it though?
Right. Well, she would have never done that to Trevor because he'd have treated her like a queen.
Yeah,
Right.
she's like, "Can I have a redo with Trevor?" But I don't
Right,
even know at
exactly.
this point if she knows what she's missing. But
Yeah.
I think
No, they ain't
at
knowing
this
how they're
point it seems like she's still with him, and you know they do show some scenes where they seem like they're gelling again.
Yeah,
So,
like on the ATV or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I don't know. Maybe they're trying to trick us with that one.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to make it, man.
No, they're not making that.
Jeremy and Laura.
Nope.
No.
Nope, no, especially after we saw the previews for he spent until 5 a.m. chatting it up with Sarah.
No.
Yeah, I don't think Jeremy and Laura.
Yeah, I don't even think that factors in. Oh, it probably factors in, but I think Laura probably.
She can't tolerate him.
Yeah.
Okay,
she's like, no.
the dude's annoying, man. Dude's annoying as hell, man.
He can be fun though, right?
Can he? I don't know.
Fun can be fun sometimes, but all the time when he thinks it's fun and she doesn't think it's fun, then it's not fun.
No. Yeah.
Any final thoughts on the show?
I'm definitely looking forward to see the next 6 episodes. Like I said, I really just wish they'd have dropped them like 3 or 4 at a time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next episodes.
No doubt.
Yep.
Well, there you go, folks. Y'all been begging for it. We just gave it to you. But
Damn.
but seriously, this is this is our favorite show. This is our favorite show to do. It really is. We love doing this show.
It has a little bit of everything.
It does, yeah, right, exactly. And like you said, it pisses you off sometimes. Sometimes you're rooting for them, you're rooting for the underdog. Like, oh, I hope these people make it. And
It's
like,
high stakes.
Oh yeah, big time.
They got to bring Matthew back. I need an update. Did he actually catch up with Amber?
Yeah, we need to know.
Oh man.
Yeah, they didn't show that in the preview.
No, they didn't show Matthew at all. And they probably won't. That dude probably ain't coming back at all. But hey, and we love talking to you guys about this. I mean, I think we definitely get more comments on this show than we do the rest of them. I mean, it's awesome, man. It's just great talking with you guys. And as always, hit that like and subscribe, and we'll check you in our next review.